Happy New Year, Skywalkers, and welcome back to
Today in Star Wars History, your daily Star Wars history lesson.
On this day, January 1st, in 2007, George Lucas served as the Grand Marshal of the 118th Tournament of Roses Parade in Pasadena, California. And Lucas said he wanted a lot of Strormtroopers to march with him in the parade, and guess what? He got a lot of Strormtroopers.
Yes, so many. 200 members of the 501st Legion from around the world accompanied George Lucas in the parade.
Group founder Albin Johnson said on StarWars.com this was to be the single greatest mobilization of costumed Star Wars fans for any event outside of a convention, and yes, it was.
Yes.
Because they didn't just have Stormtroopers, they had other cosplayers who accompanied the Star Wars floats.
And those Star Wars floats were so cool. Now, George Lucas personally selected Louisiana's world-famed Grambling State University Tiger Marching Band to play selections from John Williams' soundtracks.
While others would love to have this opportunity, we are still dazzled by receiving this opportunity to be a part of this production. And we want to thank him for allowing us this opportunity to be a part of this historical event.
And like we said earlier, the parade also featured 2 Star Wars floats, one that represented Endor and the other representing Naboo. And each float, of course, went on to win the tournament special trophy award.
And guess what? We were there.
We were there.
Oh my goodness, one of the greatest fan events I've ever been to. Would you call it a fan event?
Well, we made it a fan event because, I mean, the Tournament of Roses parade in itself is a fan event of the Tournament of Roses. Mm-hmm. But, you know, then this year you had the added fans of Star Wars accompanying it. So you had like a bunch of fans.
With all the fan groups, okay, it's official. It was a fan event.
Yes.
Sorry, Tournament of Roses parade. We're gonna hijack your big event.
And I remember this year just being crazy because we went out for New Year's Eve to a party, and then we hit an all-nighter and we brought our costumes with us in the car and went all the way up to Pasadena to get there at 2 a.m.
Yeah, so I went as a Stormtrooper. Since I didn't make it into the marching troopers, I thought, you know what, I'll just wear my Stormtrooper armor and just salute and wave on the side of the road. And you came as a Jedi.
I did come as a Jedi, but also, Richard, because you weren't marching, you could add to your Stormtrooper costume.
I put on a little Santa hat.
He looked so cute, a Stormtrooper with a Santa hat.
And do you know whose attention I caught?
George Lucas!
Who looked at me and went...
He gave a thumbs up. That was so cool, because we were on a corner, so like the floats could see us extra long.
Yeah.
And it was actually, we were on a corner right before the Rose Parade actually began. They turned to the corner to enter the main, like, thoroughfare where all the judges and things were.
Yeah, so if you were there and got a picture of George Lucas giving me a thumbs up, please let us know. Send it in. I would be so grateful.
Yeah.
Please, we'll name our next bunny after you.
Yes. Also, I do have to bring up something fun we did that night because we got there so early at 2 a.m. Well, all the floats don't magically appear on the parade route. They have to be staged in various areas neighborhoods in Pasadena beforehand. So before the parade began, we were walking the route where all these floats were staged and got up close and personal looks and talked with some of the people who were manning the floats. Like, it was a really cool time.
It was cool for you, but in that helmet, I couldn't see a thing.
Aww.
But I wanted to stay in character, and people were coming over, getting pictures, and I didn't want to keep taking off the helmet, and that would ruin the illusion. So you were like leading me around, and I couldn't see a thing until the sun pierced the horizon.
Right. Oh, poor you, because there were some really awesome details. I'm sorry. Well, someday...
I'll take your word for it.
Okay. I particularly remember the Naboo float being really cool because Naboo, in general, is filled with lush greenery and foliage. And so to have this float that's made from seeds and flowers and greenery was perfect.
Mm-hmm. No, I did get a good look at them as they passed by us.
Yes.
Because the sun had come up and I could see a little bit.
Yeah. Did you like them?
Oh, they were absolutely gorgeous and they were huge. With all the cosplayers around, it really felt like a part of the Star Wars movie was leaping out into the streets of Pasadena.
Yeah.
And at the very end, when the parade had passed by and we were all going back to our cars, I still kept the armor on and I was walking like a penguin down the street, and we struck up a conversation with one very friendly neighborhood woman who said, if you want to come in and take off some of those pieces, you can. It's like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to take this off now. And every inch of my body was bruised and pinched.
After hours in that Stormtrooper costume.
Mark Hamill had once said that he still has the bruises from when he wore the Stormtrooper armor in Star Wars. Mark, I feel you, because I still have some bruises myself.
Oh my God. Wow.
So, did you see this parade in person? Did you march in the parade? Did you get a picture of George Lucas giving me a thumbs up? Please let us know in the comments.
Then go ahead and force push that like button.
And then force push that subscribe button.
So that is what happened
Today in Star Wars history. May your day be filled with the promise of a happy new year.
And pixie dust.
Hey, look at those names to the left. They are part of the Skywalking Force, our Patreon.
Become a producer yourself and check out all the Disney Plus themed bonus content available depending on the level you subscribe.
Become a member of the elite Skywalking Force at skywalkingforce.com.